So Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, dear devotees, for taking time to join us today. So there are many unique temples for Sri Krishna spread all across Bharat, and unique in many respects. Unique because of the very form of the deity, unique because of the ways that the deity is worshipped, and unique because of the very place where the temple is located. So many factors contributing to the rarity, the uniqueness of these temples. So today, I have chosen to talk about two such temples in Bharat. So the title, Vandeham Shri Krishnam, meaning Krishna, I offer my salutations, I offer my respects to you. The first temple that I would like to talk about today is the Sri Aprameya Swami temple in a place called Doddamalur in Karnataka. So the presiding deity here is Sri Aprameya Swami or Lord Vishnu in a standing posture, holding a chakra, that is the discus, the Sudarshana chakra, a shankha or a conch, and a gada or a mace or a club in three of his hands. And he blesses devotees with his lower right hand with a charming smile on his beautiful face. The deity is made of Salagrama Shila. The Lord here is accompanied by his divine consort, Devi Mahalakshmi, in a separate shrine, not in the same shrine. Devi Mahalakshmi is known here as Aravinda Valli. It is believed that Sri Rama, Lord Rama, worshipped this very deity during the Treta Yuga, and hence the deity is also known as Sri Rama Aprameya Swami on account of being worshipped by Lord Rama. This itself is an indication of how ancient, how old the temple is. The word Aprameya, the name Aprameya means he who is immeasurable, and Aprameya is one of the names, one of the 1000 names that occur in the Vishnu Sahasranama. The Aprameya Swami temple stands on the sandy banks of a river called Kanva. So the temple foundation is almost entirely made up of sand. We know that sand is not as stable as stone or solid brick or even concrete. But yet, here it is, living proof. This temple has been existing for centuries, and for all these years, for all this long time, it has stood steady and stable on a river bank which is almost entirely made up of sand. So that's very unique. I hope the devotees are able to see the image of the deity. Would you like me to zoom in?
Yes, please,
Yes.
if you can.
Yes, please.
Yes, let me just go out of the full screen and I will zoom in a bit. Yes, so this is the deity, Lord Vishnu. So this is the chakra, the shankha, the gada, and this is the Abhaya Mudra, or a gesture of blessing, telling the devotees, do not fear, I am here for you. So this is Sri Aprameya Swami, Lord Vishnu.
Nice, really nice darshan.
Yeah, thank you.
And is that hand always there, the blessing hand? Or is that part of...
So the deity itself is made of Salagrama Shila, Saligram Shila.
Seriously?
And these attachments that you see, they are made of gold or a mixture of various metals. So they are added as alankara or decorations to the deity.
Yeah. Nice.
So yes, Yes, the Lord is always in this same posture.
Very good.
Right. So next, this is a presiding deity, the main deity of this temple. But the highlight of this temple is a very, very, very charming deity of Sri Krishna as a crawling baby holding butter in his right hand. And it's rare because we hardly may have come across a temple where such a deity of Sri Krishna is worshipped. Of course, we have seen paintings, we have seen photographs, we have portraits, but seeing such a deity of Sri Krishna in a major temple who is worshipped regularly is very, very rare, almost one of a kind. So this deity is believed to have been installed by sage Vyasa. The name, so the deity here is known in Kannada as Sri Ambegalu Navanita Krishna. The word Ambegalu meaning crawling. So because Krishna is here, present here as a crawling baby. And Navanita means butter. So he is holding butter in his hands and therefore he is called Ambegalu Navanita Krishna. So the beauty of this deity has captivated devotees for thousands and thousands of years. The very well-known devotee saint Sri Purandara Dasa, who is known to students of classical Indian music, especially Carnatic music, the style of classical music practiced in the south of Bharat. This very great devotee saint, Sri Purandara Dasa, is known as the father of Carnatic music, who laid the foundations of the system of Carnatic vocal music that students study to this day. So he composed a very beautiful song called Jagadodharana Adisidalu Yashoda in praise of the beauty of this very form of Sri Krishna. Devotees who wish to beget children, they come from far and wide to worship this deity, and they make offerings of small cradles made of wood or silver. And these, so one who visits this temple can see numerous such little cradles tied to the walls and the pillars around this shrine. So this shrine is part of the main temple, and the presiding deity is the deity of Aprameya Swami, whom we saw in the previous slide. I will zoom in a bit so that the deity, devotees can see the deity a little more clearly. Is that okay?
Yes, really good. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
A very, very detailed form of the deity. All the ornaments, the eyes, the ears, nose, lips, you can see everything so clearly. And this is the same deity, but decorated with butter. This is actual butter. The deity is decorated with butter. And of course, there are ornaments as well. But yes, the white substance that you see spread all over Krishna's body, it's real, actual butter.
Would that be on a special occasion?
Yes. Yeah, that must have definitely been on special. So this is the deity as is. This is how the deity appears without any decorations, just a piece of silk tied around his waist. But yes, so this is the deity decorated on a special occasion. It must be, it could have been Sri Krishna Janmashtami or any other occasion that is special to the Lord. So yes, very, very, very charming indeed. So this is one, and a few more photographs. So this is the temple, the main entrance of the temple itself. I'll zoom in a bit. Very, very beautiful in the traditional Dravidian style of temple architecture. And this is the deity of Devi Mahalakshmi, or who's also known as Aravindavalli in this particular temple. So she has a separate shrine in the temple complex. And these are the Abhisheka Murtis, or the Utsava Murtis, or the festive deities. So the Lord Sri Mahavishnu or Sri Aprameya Swami in the center, who's flanked by Sri Devi or Devi Mahalakshmi, and Bhu Devi or Mother Earth on both sides. And this here is the festive deity or the Abhisheka Murti of the very, very great Vaishnava devotee Sri Ramanujacharya. The next temple that I would like to talk about today is yet another very, very rare temple for Sri Krishna. So the temple is known by various names. Some call it the Sri Kalyana Prasanna Venkateshwara Swami, or the Sri Kalyana Prasanna Venkataramana Swami temple, or the Sri Samohana Gopala Krishna Swami temple. So this temple is located in a village called Mohanur, which is about 18 kilometers away from Namakkal, which is a major city in the state of Tamil Nadu. And it is located on the banks of the sacred river Kaveri. The presiding deity here is Sri Kalyana Prasanna Venkataramana Swami, or Lord Vishnu, accompanied by Sri Devi or Devi Mahalakshmi and Bhu Devi or Mother Earth. The Lord is also known as Mohana Srinivasa, thus giving the village the name Mohanu. So the word Mohana means enchanting or mesmerizing, exceedingly beautiful, beyond comparison. There are more photographs. So this here that you see on the screen is not the presiding deity of the temple. The temple is also very, very well known for its one-of-a-kind, half Krishna, half Rukmini form of the Lord, who is so charming, so beautiful, that he is known as Sammohana Gopala Krishna. So Sammohana means exceedingly beautiful, enchanting, mesmerizing, captivating. I don't know, we'll fall short of adjectives, but yes, so the Lord is known as Sammohana Gopala Krishna. One half of this deity, I'll zoom in a bit. So one half of this deity is Sri Krishna, who holds a chakra or a discus, an ankusha or a goad. So an ankusha is generally an instrument that caretakers or mahots use to control domesticated elephants. So the Lord is, so the right half of the deity is Sri Krishna, holding a chakra, an ankusha, and a bow, or a bow made of sugarcane, literally made of sugarcane. This bow is known as Ikshu Chapa. The second half, the left half of the deity, is Srimati Rukmini, holding a shankha or a conch, a pankaja or a padma or a lotus flower. And what you can see, it looks like a bouquet of flowers, but it is actually called Pushpa Bana, or literally an arrow made of flowers. The deity is also seen playing a flute, which is held at one end by Krishna and at the other end by Rukmini. So they are both playing the flute together. So they are not actually separate. They are one. They are together. They are united in this very unique form. The Lord is said to be playing the Mohana Raga using the flute. So we know in traditional Indian classical music, there are so many different ragas, so many different melodies, and each melody or each raga has its own significance, has its own importance. So the Lord here is said to be playing the Mohana Raga using his flute. And this tune that the Lord plays is said to unite married couples with true selfless love, devoid of any kind of selfish motives or ego. The chakra that the Lord holds is it signifies destruction of pain, suffering, evil, and all kinds of negative influences. The shankha or the conch denotes victory over evil, and it also denotes peace and calm. The gourd, this instrument that you see the Lord holding in his hand, can you see me moving the cursor, the mouse, cursor of the mouse here? So this instrument, as I said earlier, is generally used by caretakers to control domesticated elephants. So because it's an instrument of control, here, as far as this form of the Lord is concerned, the Ankusha, as it is known as in Sanskrit, it is said to, the Lord is said to use it to control any selfish feelings or any feelings of ego or what do I say? Any kind of negativity between married couples, to control their ego and to restore harmony in their lives. The lotus flower that the Lord is seen to hold in this half. So it's Devi Rukmini who's holding the lotus flower in her hand. The flower itself is said to symbolize the wife, while the stem symbolizes the husband. And the core of the flower indicates their love and their duty to each other. The Ikshu Chapa or the sugarcane bow and the arrow of flowers, the Pushpa Bana as it is called, these are actually the tools of Kamadeva or Manmatha, the god of love, which the Lord here uses to kindle and maintain love and harmony between a married couple. The deity also wears a peacock feather on one side. So that half of the deity, which is Krishna, you can see a peacock feather on his head. And on the other half, which is Devi Rukmini, you can see the hair tied up in an ornamental bun and a braid. So braided hair that goes all the way down here. And they are also wearing different earrings. So Krishna is wearing a different earring. This half has a different earring. And this half has a different one. And so the deity is especially blesses couples with harmony in their marriage and also with the gift of children who are endowed with all good qualities. There is a very beautiful verse in Sanskrit that I would like to share with the devotees. So this is the Sri Sammohana Gopala Dhyana Shloka. So this verse is especially dedicated to this very beautiful, very rare form of Krishna. This is how it goes. Shri Krishnam Kamala Patraksham Divyabharana Bhushitam Tribhangi Lalitakaram Atisundara Mohanam Bhagam Dakshinam Purusham Anyam Stri Rupinam Tatha Shankham Chakram Chankusham Cha Pushpa Banam Cha Pankajam Ikshu Chapam Venuvadyam Cha Dharayantam Bhujashtakaihi Shweta Gandhanu Liptangam Pushpa Vastra Sragujwalam Sarva Kamartha Siddhyartham Mohanam Krishnam Ashraye. I take shelter of that enchanting form of Sri Krishna, who has eyes like the petals of a fresh lotus, who is adorned with divine ornaments, who stands in the majestic Tribhangi pose. So Tribhangi, I believe it literally means that form of the Lord, which is bent in three places. So he stands not with looking straight ahead, but his head is slightly tilted. So that is the first one. And so the way he's standing, naturally his waist or his hips are also bent to one side. And then of course, his legs. So three. So the prefix three in Sanskrit also means three. And bhanga means a bend or a shift from a straight line. So Tribhangi, who stands in the majestic Tribhangi pose with a delicate, exceedingly beautiful form, whose right half is Sri Krishna and left half is Srimati Rukmini, who holds a Shankha, Chakra, Ankusha, Pushpa Bana, a lotus flower, a sugarcane bow, an arrow of flowers, and a flute in his 8 hands. Ashta Bhuja. So Bhuja meaning hands, and Ashta, the number Ashta meaning 8, whose form is smeared with the divine fragrance of sandal and other herbs, and who is dressed in colorful, bright garments, and who fulfills all desires of his devotees. And these are pictures of the deities throughout the temple. So I will just exit the screen and I'll zoom in on each of them turn by turn. So this is the presiding deity of the temple, Shri Kalyana Prasanna Venkataramana Swami, or Lord Vishnu, surrounded by Sri Devi or Devi Mahalakshmi and Bhu Devi or Mother Earth. This here is a deity of Sri Krishna with Devi Rukmini and Devi Satyabhama. And here again, Krishna is standing with butter in each of his hands. So this is Rukmini and this is Satyabhama. This always reminds me of that verse from the Vishnu Sahasranamam. Chandrananam Chaturbahum Srivatsankita Vakshasam Rukmini Satyabhamabhyam Sahitam Krishnamashaya. So I pray to Sri Krishna, who is always present with Devi Rukmini and Devi Satyabhama. Devi Rukmini is a manifestation of Mahalakshmi or Sri Devi, and Satyabhama is a manifestation of Bhu Devi or the earth goddess. So this is Krishna, Rukmini and Satyabhama. So these shrines are spread all across the temple complex. I'll go over them one by one. So this is the deity of Sri Lakshmi Narasimha in the same temple. So Devi Mahalakshmi sitting on the Lord's lap. This is the deity of Devi Padmavati or Devi Mahalakshmi in the same temple complex. This is the deity of Dhanvantari, or the form of Lord Vishnu, who cures all kinds of ailments, all kinds of illnesses. This form of the Lord is rose out of the Milky Ocean when it was being churned by the demigods and the demons, so that they could obtain the pot of nectar or amrit. So this is a shrine for Dhanvantari. This is the deity of Samoan Krishna in the temple. So what we saw earlier was a painting. It was a picture. So this is the deity. This is the actual deity of Samoan Krishna. So you can see the peacock feather on one side, the hair beautifully tied on the other side, their legs crossed, standing in the Tribhangi pose. So this is the chakra, the ankusha, and this is the bow that he is holding. Of course, it's covered by the dhoti and the flowers that he's wearing. This is the shankha, This is the lotus flower, and this is the arrow of flowers, or the pushpa bana. And of course, they are holding the flute together. This is the deity of Samoan Krishna. And this, of course, we saw this is the presiding deity of the temple. And this is the deity of Lakshmi Hayagriva. I'm not sure if the devotees know about this form of the Lord. So this is...
You can tell us?
Yeah, this is the form of the Lord with the face of a horse. So the word Haya in Sanskrit means horse, and Griva means neck or face. So the face attached to the neck. So therefore, this form of the Lord is called Hayagriva. This form of the Lord is confers wisdom, the gift of intelligence, the gift of wisdom. So this form of the Lord is especially worshipped by students or those who are engaged in study, whether it is someone going to school or college, or anyone who's maybe even one who's studying the scriptures. So this form of the Lord Hayagriva, is the Lord of wisdom, the Lord who confers knowledge and wisdom on the devotee. So this is Lakshmi Hayagriva. So Lord Vishnu as Hayagriva with Devi Mahalakshmi on his lap. And we've gone through these. This is the shrine for Lord Hanuman, or Anjaneya as he is also known. He's called Anjaneya because his mother's name was Anjana or Anjani, and therefore being her son, he is also known as Anjaneya. So this is a shrine for Lord Hanuman. And this is the deity of the personification of the Sudarshana Chakra. So we learned about the 12 Arvars, or the 12 devotee saints, the Vaishnava devotee saints who appeared on earth for the purpose of spreading devotion to Lord Vishnu in his various forms. So the Sudarshana Chakra, one of the Arvars, I do not recall his name, but he is believed to be a personification of the Sudarshana Chakra himself, and therefore the deity is also known as Chakra Tarvar. So the Arvar, or the devotee who has the form of the chakra, or the Sudarshana Chakra. So these are the different deities all across this temple complex, lots of shrines. I'll zoom in again on this deity because he is the subject of our session today. Mohana Krishna.
Very beautiful.
So that's all I have for today. It's a short session, I know, but I'll be back with more next time.
It was very good. Very, very good. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Interesting. And this is a unique form, isn't it? We haven't seen this.
Very unique. I don't think there is another temple in all of Bharat which has such a form, which is regularly worshipped in a temple.
Yeah. Amazing.
So do the devotees
repeat the name again, please?
Samohana Gopala Krishna.
Mohana Gopala Krishna.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And if you'd like to see a more detailed form, this painting gives a more a clearer idea of what the deity looks like. So what we previously saw was the deity, actual deity in the temple, and this is a painting. It's a pictorial representation.
Right.
So any questions for me? Anything you'd like to ask? Any suggestions? Any feedback?
Have you been to these temples?
I haven't, Mataji. I only recently learned about this temple, I think a few months ago.
Okay.
No, I haven't been to this temple. I haven't been to the other temple either that we spoke about. I've only read about these.
And you're not allowed to go unless we are with you.
You're taking us to all these temples we would never even know about.
Yeah,
so thank you for that.
Yeah.
I get to go on the journey as well. So it's
it's a win-win. Yeah.
Yeah, win-win situation for all of us.
No, thank you very much for sharing. That was really good. We would have never known there was a Rukmini Krishna combined deity worshipped. That's unique, really unique.
Indeed.
Because they're one and the same. It's true. So
they are not different from each other.
Yeah, very good. Thank you so much. Fantastic.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
I have a question. Why is it that the arrow is with sugarcane?
The bow is
the bow.
Yeah, so Kamadeva, the god of love, he is his duty is mainly to ignite and maintain a harmonious relationship between married couples. So he is said to hold a bow which is made of sugarcane is sweet, right? So the sweetness of I think it's more symbolic. So the sweetness of the sugarcane could possibly signify everything that is positive, positive feelings, good energy, positive vibes. And flowers, of course, flowers also indicate freshness, they indicate positivity. So these are believed to be, these are tools that Kamadeva is always believed to hold. And here the deity of Krishna is also seen holding these tools in his hands, because especially this form of the deity signifies blessing for married couples and maintaining a harmonious relationship between them, and consequently a harmonious relationship of the couple with their families as well.
So sweet. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Good explanation. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions?
Anything else for me?
No question, but just a comment to say we are so fortunate to have had shared these journeys with you. So for that, we are in debt with you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
And we didn't even have to buy a ticket to go there. Bharatvarsh ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.